Okay, now the sound we're going to be making, I'm going to split this video up into two main parts. The first is going to be actually making the sound and producing it, and the second is going to be post-processing, where we kind of like clean up the sounds, get it sounding solid, you know, and just making it sound like thick, you know, because that's what you want, is thick sounds, nothing thin. So the program we're going to be using is called Serum. It's a very popular wavetable synthesizer. And basically, you synthesize wavetables, you add effects to them to make all sorts of crazy and unique sounds. You can do basically anything in this program. It's basically like a blank canvas, but for music. And let's see. The sound we're going to be using is a basic saw wave. And we're going to be putting down probably notes like this. It sounds really bare right now, but just bear with me because it'll be sounding good in a second. And what we're going to do, so it's not just like this screechy like zzz, we're going to be putting an LFO on it, which is basically like a way to like modulate things by time. We're going to modulate the level or the volume of this to make it like go, to kind of like go up and then go down like this. So now you like start to have like a rhythm to it. But since it still sounds bare, we're going to bring it down by 3 octaves to get it sounding like a little crunchy. I'm going to be adding this effect down here called sync, and probably be turning it up to about 3%, 2.8, to bring up that resonance back. Okay, starting to take shape, but it's still a little basic, and we still need that iconic yoi sounds. So you can even mess around with knobs a little bit, because that's like the majority of what this is, just messing around with knobs. I only know what I'm doing because I've done this previously. And yeah, next we're going to be adding a filter to it. We're going to be adding a high pass filter, the high 24, and turning the cutoff all the way down and adding some LFO to it. But turning it down just a little bit so it doesn't sound too obnoxious. We're going to turn the resonance up, or the resolution, either one of those. Just to add a little bit more movement. So this is without the filter, with the filter. I'm going to turn up the fatness too. Again, because we're looking for thickness. Okay. Now we have a very basic, like, groundwork to work from. Next, we're going to go into FX over here. Excuse me. And we're going to... Let's start with Distortion, because this is where like our iconic yai sound comes from. I'm going to be adding some downsample. Excuse me, God. Man. Downsample distortion. And this is like where like that vocality comes from for everything. So check this out. Turn on pre. Mess around with stuff until you find like some kind of sweet spot that you like. We can add an LFO down here to this knob. That's like a yee. I'm looking for a yoi. You know? You can even modulate the drive right here. There it is. Check it out. Love it. Okay. Let's add some EQ down here. Add a low pass, actually, and we're gonna modulate the frequency right here, just to get like some more flow, you know. Ow, my leg. I'm sitting weird. Okay. Sweet, awesome. That's sick. Probably add some hyper dimension to like just give it some flavor. Okay. So now our sound is starting to take shape. I'm gonna add a second oscillator. I'm gonna add another saw wave, just to kind of add something very quietly behind it. Sub to just to give it some bass, because that's what this is bass music. That's what dubstep is bass music. So you can probably only hear this if you're wearing like headphones or nice earbuds, but it's got some bass. Okay. I'm gonna add some compression down here as well. Listen to how like bare and just like messy that sounds without the distortion. We probably still like do something cool with it, oh, check that out, check that out. You can turn up the cutoff a little bit. Get it some like, make it more obnoxiously yoy. That sounds pretty sick. I like that. Oh my god. Yeah. Heck yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start post-processing because we have our like basic sounds here. This won't take long, I'm almost done, but we're just gonna clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna start by adding another multiband compressor called OTT. This is very popular as well, but basically you adjust the highs, the mids, and the lows to just to clean it up, make it sound thicker. The depth knob here is like your wet and dry. It's like so you have like your old sounds compared to your new sound, and you can kind of like mix them together and add how much like you want to add OTT to the mix. This is with OTT. There's a difference. Next I'm gonna do is probably go to a program called Portal. And this this isn't like crucial, you don't have to do this, but I'm gonna turn down the pitch by 6 semitones or half an octave. And just kind of mix that in with the original sound a little bit, just to give it like a bit of darkness. I'm gonna give it some more darkness. Because that's what slaps in dubstep, is darkness. Okay. And I'm gonna add some reverb as well, just to give it some depth. I won't go too in depth about post-processing because the focus of this video is on the actual like synthesis of the sounds. But yeah, now like that you finished your sounds, for the most part, like you can go back into Serum after you've post-processed and kind of just like mess with stuff and get it sounding like, just mess with knobs. Check, like, so I'm gonna do that right now. You can even turn up the unison to give it more like voice. I'm gonna add some chorus to it as well to give it more backgrounds. That sounds pretty awesome. Yeah, and now what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna speed this part up, I'm just gonna give it like some kicks and some snares just to like see what it sounds like in a little bit of context, but I won't focus too much because the focus is on these sounds. So yeah, let's do it. Alright, so I ended up like messing around with some knobs some more just to get more of like a yoi sound hopefully. and just did a little bit more post processing, but this is what I got. Alright, sweet. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching how to make yours. I don't know what you're going to do with this information in life, but it's fun. It's really fun. So with Serum, the possibilities are endless, right? Like, people make like beautiful sounds like this to just like everything. You can, there's just like so much. It's crazy, man. So yeah, have a good day.